Hi, I'm Chef Carl. Welcome to my home. And today we're going to take spare ribs and I'm going to show you how to turn them into St. Louis ribs and rib tips. So stay tuned, we'll be right back.
Chef Carl, food whisperer, taking the mystery out of cooking.
Welcome back, and today we're going to do the spare ribs into St. Louis ribs and rib tips. I just want to thank Dano's Seasoning Company. He sent me some tchotchke, and hopefully he'll send me some complimentary spices, and I'll use them in my next video, because yes, I'm still looking for a sponsor. So let's get the show on the road. This is Smithfield spare ribs, and I'm going to cut the package open. This package of spare ribs costs 15 bucks, but it could probably feed 6 to 8 people. Now, this is the St. Louis rib part, and this part here is what I call the plate or the breast. So what I'm going to do, you can try to cut along where the ribs are. So this part we're going to make rib tips out of. And this part is the St. Louis ribs. Just going to trim a piece off. I think. There. Cut this in half. I'm going to roast them all in one pan after I season them. And this is just the Chicago Steakhouse rub. Be generous with it. It looks like a lot, but got both sides, and I cut through the back here, the skin. So it doesn't get tough. Now I'm going to put these in the oven, covered for about 45 minutes an hour, 350 to 375 degrees, and then pull them out and let them sit for about 20 minutes, let them steam. And then I'm going to put the barbecue sauce on. I'm also going to put about half a cup of water in here so they don't stick. And here we go. Okay, I'm going to put the ribs in the oven now. Oh, that's hot. Oh, and now we wait. Check them at 45 minutes to an hour. Well, pull them out, let them sit. They should be pretty tender. So, while the ribs are in the oven, I'm going to make a barbecue sauce. Kind of cheat a little bit. You can use the barbecue sauce right out of the bottle if you want. I'm going to use one 12-ounce bottle of Sweet Baby Ray honey, a half a jar of sweet and sour, and about a third of a jar of orange marmalade. So that was the bottle, not me. Oh, that was me. them in. And now we're just going to mix it all together. But as I said, you can juice it right out of the bottle, make your own barbecue sauce so that we're going to let that sit until the ribs are done. So now the ribs have been in the oven almost an hour, and I'm going to take them out. I think they'll be tender enough, so I'm not going to let them sit. And I'm going to cut them up. We're going to put the sauce on, and you can either throw them back in the oven, but I'm not, because Ward and I are very hungry. And we're going to have some early lunch. So let's see what's going on. That's hot. Okay, so now I'm going to cut up. This is what I call the plate of the breast meat. And if you cut them, they look just like ribs. Whoa, hot, hot, hot. When they're hot, you're hot. And in the breast meat, you'll find these you just gotta chew around them. And you can see, this looks like a baby back rib. Just cut the riblets. And these things are tender, tender, tender. Delicious. So now we got the ribs all cooked and cut. Gonna pour a little barbecue sauce on everything. Now, these ribs are nice and hot, and I'm hungry and so is Ward. So I'm gonna stir these things up, but I'm not gonna put them back in the oven because, like I said, we're hungry. Now, like I said, you can cook these ribs off a day ahead of time. And, like a little kid playing in the mud, stir these suckers up. So now I'm going to tray up the ribs and the rib tips. I'm going to add a little more barbecue sauce to finish them off. I love playing in the mud. Gonna finish it off with a little fresh sweet corn. And folks, that's it. So, this is Chef Carl saying, I love you. Don't forget to watch Mike's Everyday BBQ and Chillin' and Grillin' Mojo. If anybody out there wants to be my sponsor, I'd love to hear from you. Send me some ideas. And with that being said, we're hungry, so goodbye, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, boop.